Hello everyone, welcome back to the SOMNIUM Files nirvanA initiative, where last time the game broke my brain quite a bit. Honestly, I was super confused last time, and I think I was right to be. I think, well, I did some thinking, I did some, not research, because I just looked at the game itself. I didn't want to know if people were talking about it, but it seemed like there were some inconsistencies or plot holes. We will see if that's true. I will jump in and I'll let you know once we see the flowchart, so I can explain what I mean. But yeah, last time we spoke to Mama, or some version of her, as the player, and basically we saw that the whole flowchart was wrong basically, and it was fixed now. So let's jump in and see that. There's still things being explained to us right now. So yeah.
That body. My father found it.
Kenny's alive now, by the way. This happened in a different timeline.
And by you, Freya.
BB, huh?
This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Yeah, that's how I felt as well last time. Not just because of the overload, but because of the conflicting information, right? Let's start with the best part of the game, the pet, impish. Question by the police. Complain or run? Or is this impish? Nope. Doesn't matter. I could save scum this, but I don't really feel like it. I don't want to waste too much time. Cool. Now let's go right here. So the flowchart looks like a DNA chain now. Because apparently the big reveal, or like plot twist, I guess, is that what we thought, half of what we thought was happening in the present was happening in the past, and vice versa, right? Half of what we thought was happening in the past was actually happening in the present. Truth is, I don't buy it. I still don't buy it. I don't think that makes sense, considering what we know. Mainly because of two things, right? What I did, when I finished, I was like, wait. Because the big difference, the way to sort of know where we are at any given moment is if we can see Mizuki, right? Because Mizuki's character design changed in the 6 years that the game went on. So I was like, you already see an inconsistency here, right? So if Mizuki looks like this, you can say, okay, it's been after 6 years. And if it's before that, she looks like the first game. And the reason I thought that was because when we were in the studio right at the beginning, Mizuki looked like she always does, right? Not here because it's sort of a somnium, but then when Ryuki sort of wakes up. So what I did was I wanted to check if we could see Mizuki in the past, and what she looked like basically. So I remembered at times when we were, because when we are with Mizuki, in the past she looks like this. Right, as you can see, we're supposed to be in the past, even though this was what we thought was the present. She looks like this. That's fine, right? So let's say she always looked like this then, right? So then that would mean that anytime we see Mizuki as Ryuki, she should look like this as well. But that's not the case. I went into the first part of the game. I saw the game show right after this Somnium style thing, and Mizuki looks like the first game. So, and this is the same day, right? Same day, she looks like this. That makes no sense. Well, this is actually the present where she's about to go to the past, but either way, a few days passed between these for her to change like this. Doesn't make sense. Also, she lost her eye in the explosion. We know that for a fact, I'm pretty sure. So the fact that she has Aiba here makes no sense if the explosion happened later. Also, I went into this section, I looked at the scene, Ryuki is there, Mizuki is there, and Mizuki looks like the first game. So at the very end, right after this, apparently, after this, between big air quotes, after this, Mizuki looks like the first game. So explain yourself. So this flowchart makes no sense. This one does. I think it's cool that they decided to be like, okay, we're gonna explain the fact that they're like, because the problem with these timelines was like everything worked fine. The problem was that the time of death from, say, where is Tokiko in the past? Here. Let's say the time of death from Tokiko is like the day before or the night before. And then here, when she shows up in the present, it's the night before as well. So it's like, if there is 6 years difference, what they do with the body, they keep it somewhere, they conserve that. So what they did in the game, I think, to explain that was this, right? They said, actually, Tokiko died in the present. And the sort of the time of deaths work together. Same thing happens with Komeiji. He died only in the past, right? It's not like there are two different deaths. So you can see two halves of Komeiji. So it's like, oh, they just say to us like, oh, we explained the whole time of death big issue that the game has had for 30 hours or so. But I feel like they unexplained many things, you know, like the fact that you can see Mizuki is different in the past and in the present. The thing is, that has to be on purpose, right? So let me see my notes, because I wrote things down when I saw this. I think there are 4 points, yeah, or 5, that I thought were like possible explanations for this, considering about like thinking about how the game was made, right? So my first thought was the flowchart is wrong, right? This true flowchart between inverted commas is, or like between air quotes, is not true. There's something about this that is wrong. There's going to be some other changes that we're going to see. Either maybe this is correct, but then there are 2 dimensions, in one in which Ryuki's operating, and then Mizuki's is like, it doesn't look like this, and then Ryuki has her own, something insane like that. Also, there are connections between these days, like it always says things like, well, not really in this one. It says things like feeling bad about the events of the day before or something like that. Exhausted from the events of the night before, and the night before was this. Going into Amame's head and seeing crazy stuff. So either the flowchart is wrong on purpose and this reveal is just to mess with us. I don't really see this. I don't really see why they would do that. Second point that I thought, maybe Ryuki's brain is hacked somehow. Like you can see how Ryuki sort of sees things that aren't there, or like he sees the seams and like he blacks out and does things. Maybe we don't know what happens when that happens. But what if, this is really far-fetched, but like what if when Ryuki's brain is hacked, he sort of sees Mizuki differently? Like in his brain, she looks like the first game. For some reason, just to mess with us, the Freyer, right, or the player. I say Freyer because it's what Mama calls us, right? That's insane, though. And that would make sense if like he can't see Mizuki well, and he doesn't know about like time travel. So like when Mizuki like let's say travels back in time, if she does even, and then Ryuki's brain like doesn't see her as different, maybe that would explain it. But other than that, doesn't really make sense at all. The third thought that I had was like, was it the other Mizuki? But that wouldn't make sense because she would be older, and then at the beginning of the game she would be, say, I forget how old, 15, because it's three years after the first game. And then she's 18 here? No, 18 and then 12. Oh yeah, because it's not 3 years after the first game, it's really close after the first game, right? It wouldn't make sense to be the other Mizuki, because the other Mizuki is 3 years older than her, and that would be noticeable, and her eye would be different, right? I guess. We still don't know why she has a blue eye, by the way. And then the fourth is there's some other explanation that we just need to trust the game that is going to explain it to us. And if not, then it's a huge plot hole that I'll be very surprised if it's there. And if it is, well, that's disappointing, but let's trust them. Or the last thing that I'm gonna say before I keep playing the game is, and I'm gonna shut up for a second, that some sections, we don't know which, are inside the simulation. Remember nirvanA Initiative, the simulation, nice, the world isn't real, all that jazz, right? Some sections are inside the simulation, and we just can't tell which ones. And Ryuki's like brain hacks when he like goes crazy, maybe sort of bring him in and out. And when he's in, he sees Mizuki one way, and when he's out, he sees Mizuki another way. I don't know. But if that was the case, then it would mean that every time there's a body, those two would have to be either both inside or both outside, I guess, unless someone's bringing bodies in and out. Also, we just need to complete this part because we're still here and we don't know what time this is happening, because we're talking to the other Mizuki and we met her here. So I'm still not sure where we are temporarily, even though it says you're here. I don't buy it. Okay, so that's sort of what I thought. I'm gonna keep playing, see what, if any of what I said is true. Now it's been 10 minutes. I'm just rambling, so let's just go back. Honestly, even though there might be plot holes, I really hope there are not. But even if there are, like, some small plot holes I'm fine with. There were some in the first game, but like big ones like this are like unacceptable, I would say. But even if that happens, I'd say I'm happy to be playing a game that makes me stop and think for this long, you know? So that's something I appreciate from games like this, from Spike Chunsoft's games in general, like Danganronpa or like Zero Escape. So yeah, cool stuff. Now let's just jump in. We came here with them to see the corpse, and Mizuki was like, yeah, that's Uru, right? Let's talk to them. Let's see what they say about Uru.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file.
Uru Somizuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
Right. And he was used for the organs.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
Yeah, it's insane.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin.
Let's just focus, because we're gonna hear about a lot of things that we already know, but I want to see if there's anything that's new or anything that's like purposefully changed, right? Also, we have to remember that there were many sort of hints or like inklings that we were in a simulation, like when they just talk about facts from the real world and they get them wrong on purpose. So let's give the devs like the benefit of the doubt and hope that there are no big plot holes actually. So yeah.
Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
Chikara wanted to keep
The
that.
holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
Right. This is the only body, like half and half, that sort of makes sense for now. Even if the flowchart is wrong, this still makes sense, right?
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
And he was burned so that they would only have the organs to check, right? When did you get here?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
How did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function.
Marco, hello.
Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye.
Now they call it AI ball. I mean, I feel like they call it eyeball just as many times as AI ball.
He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago.
What?
When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye.
Why is her voice so deep? It's kind of strange.
But he wasn't finished yet.
So instead, I got Iba.
Does she not? She doesn't remember, right?
But Iba and Date. Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time.
Dude, there was some point at the beginning of the story where I think I saw Date and he had his eye patch, and Mizuki still, the explosion hadn't happened. So I was like, where the frick is Iba? That's where she was. She was with the other Mizuki.
And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
Because of the explosion?
Kinda sad.
What? Okay, so the flowchart is definitely wrong. The explosion has to refer to this explosion that we know, right? Because when we were here at the beginning of the game, I believe, we were told that she had Iba and she had lost her eye in an explosion 6 years ago. We know it's here, right? Has to be. So if Iba lost her memories when she was here, then what about here, here, here? Here and here and here. Okay, I think my running theory now, or like leading theory, is that everything played out like this. Everything's as we know it is. But somehow the bodies themselves were moved around, like in between time and space, you know what I mean? That's all. That's all I can say. And this timeline sort of shows that, but that doesn't really work. I don't know. It's so confusing.
I made so many memories with you, Iba.
But she would have had to be in the explosion, right? If that happened, but it was us who were in the explosion, not her. And if it was us, then Iba was hiding stuff from us, right? I don't understand, honestly. I think something's fishy here. Why were they fighting?
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
No, it was because you tried watching VR porn while Iba was still in your left eye.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting video.
What happened up till now?
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
Right.
That's what we came here for. Wait,
Shoma has an older sister?
Oh, she still doesn't know?
Yeah,
you know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A mame doi.
Really?
Are they okay? Leon and Kizuna aren't here right now. We split at
They're
Brahmin.
not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were gonna think hard about where to go.
Okay. The thing that's bothering me now is that, was she in the explosion? Was she supposed to be in the explosion and not us? But we lost an eye. Or we were both. Maybe there were two explosions. Maybe there's like a simulation and a real world explosion, or like a two different timelines or two different dimensions explosions, you know? Yeah, pretty insane.
That outfit was so hard to move in, with the wireframe and all the stuffing. I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin.
So you think the transplant was done against
What?
Jin's will?
But we also know that in that same diary it said that he needed to kill Jin because he's the one who put him there, right? Didn't he say that? I'm pretty sure he did. Even though it seems like it was Chikara, but he did say that. At some point he was like, I need to kill Jin, and he did, right?
I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
It could be that Jin is another victim. It's not impossible to think.
I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half?
That was for the nirvanA initiative, right?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the nirvanA initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead.
Right. The mastermind is dead.
But you saw it.
On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan. That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice. But Uru should have been dead.
Right.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died.
Okay, I like that they say that. Because even though it seems to be explained by the weird timeline, here what happened is that we saw Terror after he was supposedly dead, right? In this timeline, that's explained by just saying, no, he hadn't died yet, he's 6 years ago, but I still don't buy that, and this just doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna have to do some research after I'm done with the game, or maybe they'll explain everything, who knows. What do you think of eyeballs? Tasty. Oh, that's crazy. This is so hard. This one in particular is super hard. The other ones were pretty simple. Either way, yeah.
Which means...
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the nirvanA initiative.
No one knows. We just know that they cut people in half, and then hopefully that reveals the seams. Right?
When, where, how? We are completely in the dark.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits.
Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
Dumbass.
You believe they might know something about the nirvanA initiative?
For sure. They killed them like this.
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
We're gonna have to sort of assume that
There's
the timeline,
nothing
the
over here.
true timeline, quote unquote, is like true. Okay, we're gonna have to accept it because they're experiencing the reality like that, right? If we're in Mizuki's shoes, she knows that people died in those two people died in the present, and all the other ones died in the past, right?
You would think that, right? But check this out.
I didn't check out the box, by the way. I didn't click on the box.
Marco, please.
What is this?
Do you like it? Erotic, isn't it?
How is this in any way erotic?
Much more erotic than watermelon splitting.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess the box wasn't important. I don't know. I decided to talk to them before I checked out the box. My bad. But usually if things are important, they just don't let you go forward without checking them out. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, there's two of everything, man. Oh gosh. Yeah, the explosion was here. That's why they rebuilt it so quickly. They didn't. Ryuki's there. There's Ryuki. I saw him.
What does this mean?
He was in the flowchart. I could sort of tell it was him.
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals? That's right.
Why though?
Mizuki, look.
Why are there 2? Hey man.
Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Hey, it's been a while.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
Okay. Are you okay?
He appears to at least be breathing.
Might not be if there was rope and a branch in here.
God.
This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that?
What? Wait. What the f... Oh yeah, so he shot the masked lady, right? So, the masked woman at that time. Here. And yeah, apparently it was 6 years ago. We just need to believe that for now. The problem with Mizuki looking different, I guess we won't know for now. Okay, yeah, Mizuki, her eye, Date's disappearance slash death, he thought, and then Kizuna's being disabled.
Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
I also implemented a self-destruct program.
Also, another thing that doesn't make sense about the flowchart is that before that happened, before that thing that's been eating away at him happened, he was doing stuff. He was chilling, even afterwards. Like, this is supposed to be after this. Doesn't make sense. Wait, shooting them happened here, and then the explosion happened here. And then here, Ryuki was fine. He was investigating. Yeah, this timeline makes no sense. Just saying, this flowchart has to be wrong. Both are Mizuki and Ryuki. Which, interestingly, they are the 2 playable characters, so maybe there's something going on there behind it, right?
If I activate it, she'll be lost forever.
What about this self-destruct program in Tama?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terror's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Okay, we know that. Still a bit confusing, but yeah. Why are you here?
Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse in Tokiko's file?
He did. Yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
Kizuna.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination.
Yeah, well, she was missing, so it makes sense. Pillar. The door. Sand. Is there anything else around here? I don't think so.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, he...
Okay. Oh my god. So this is BB, man. What the frick? So one of the things I thought that was true was actually true. But I feel like that the Mizuki's line of investigation made sense, no? Like, seemed pretty straightforward. We're guessing like we're playing here as Mizuki in the present, then here we go as Bibi. We're Bibi, but we don't know it. And it makes sense because she's Aiba's partner, okay? I think this is what's supposed to be true, right? And then here we're Mizuki as well, but does it say anything about what happened before? We go to the basement. No. No, it doesn't make sense. Fuck. I mean, sorry. I mean, this is if this explanation that they're giving to me right now is true, then this Mizuki would have to be Bibi, and then she's going down with Lee and into Horadori, and then we're down. Yeah, we check out this as the other Mizuki, so either their minds are connected or no, this doesn't make sense. Why would be the one who got shot here? How would that be Bibi? I don't see it, man. It would make sense the whole, like, there's an age difference, so Bibi looks that way in the past, and our Mizuki looks like the first game, but other than that, I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's Bibi.
It made my heart condition worse. It affected my work.
We just have to take that as truth right now.
I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse.
Yeah, and you shot at me, by the way.
At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half. But I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Where do you think that would work? Honestly, it's kind of strange. Seems a little pissed. Stupid Seamus, man. 2 cathedrals.
Can you send Aiba the data?
Got it. Opening it.
I want to see Marco.
It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
Okay.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
So this is nice Japan and this is just outside.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
Which we didn't get to open, by the way.
The one connected to the Nice building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Right.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't...
Wouldn't it be the West? Anyway, it's one of those.
Anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time.
I'm thinking about other stuff, sorry. It's an important moment, but also... Here, I believe it was at the cathedral. Yeah, Date asked Ryuki, like, before he died, apparently. He didn't die, but before he almost dies, he told him, like, why did you run? Or was it you that ran yesterday? Is it referring to this time? When he betrayed everyone. Also, I think he asked him, how did you know he was there, or something like that. I don't know. Don't remember well.
Doesn't matter how many times you fall.
Anyway.
As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again.
I could also just play through the game and just let the game tell me everything, but I like to stop and think. I mean, sue me. But it's kind of annoying when I don't get it. But it's exciting as well to see if we can unravel this mystery within a mystery.
Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Yeah, Date's been doing a lot of that, so...
Mr. Date. Everyone.
I'm sorry, I need to do this. How many times will I open the flowchart today? I don't know. But let's just imagine this whole thing about here, the blue sections in the past being BB, us playing as BB, right? And then the blue sections in the present being us playing as Mizuki. What Mizuki experienced was some stuff, of course, Gen Furue. And then seeing Tokiko. Yeah, but the fact that they went into... Like here, it's like, this is supposed to be one Mizuki and this is supposed to be the other one. That's just difficult to buy. I don't really get it. But let's say that's true, then Mizuki hasn't really experienced too much other than this stuff here. Right? Just met with her sister. Or like, clone. She saw half of Tokiko. And that's it. Tokiko and Terror, because it's the victims from the past. And then our friend Bibi has to have experienced everything else, basically. So, Chikara. Well, the first half of this. First half of this is young Mizuki, though. Our Mizuki. And then the balloons and everything. I guess I buy that because Aiba makes sense that it's her, but it really feels like you would have to replay it to know for sure. But it really felt like we were carrying on with the information that we had before, but I guess we just weren't. But this is the jump that's insane for me. Anyway, Ryuki, tell us you're gonna keep going.
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Okay.
After that, we all shared information. Aiba, Tama, and Mariko shared everything on the local network. Date received everything as well via the device implanted in his eye socket. Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, we shared verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including SOMNIUM, from top to bottom.
So, first thing on the agenda is stopping the nirvanA initiative.
So we just need to assume that everyone understood and remembers everything that's happening? Or everything that happened here in the flowchart? So we are here, for sure. So I'm so surprised, like... We saw her face here for the first time, and she dropped her mask and we were able to see her for the first time, and then here she was just maskless. What happened? When did she take off her mask? She never did. I keep writing down questions in my notes now, and I don't know if they have answers, honestly, and I really hope they do. If they don't, I'm gonna be disappointed. Anyway, stopping the nirvanA initiative, even though we don't know what it is.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look.
Ryuki, can you tell us more about the nirvanA initiative?
Yeah. I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Yeah, the QR one. That's it?
Uru created 3 videos. QR video, nirvanA trial, and nirvanA X.
Right. I'm still not too sure when these fall in.
The QR video was the first.
Yeah.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Only a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
It's just an urban legend. Remember,
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The nirvanA trial.
Okay. Yeah, the first video didn't have that. I'm trying. Iris, now we need Ota. Right? Yep. Has to be crazy now. Yep. Sure. I'm starting to dislike this more and more, honestly. I just want to get through this. This is crazy, no? Is this impish? I thought I'd remembered, but I don't. I could write the answers down, but it's insane to me to do that. Because there are not that many questions, you know? I've definitely have been asked the same ones over and over. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to not be able to get the last one. I don't know. That would be crazy though. Anyway, nirvanA Trials, the second one. When was that exactly?
On February 9th.
This year.
Back when Uru was still alive.
No, not this year. When Uru was alive? What? What? Oh, was it uploaded before the QR? Is that what it is? I guess so. That's what she means. No, she means this year. Right.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of nirvanA X, the third video. For testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the nirvanA trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city.
Really?
And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge.
Oh.
If you open the box, it triggers.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance.
This is what we think Ryuki has.
It makes you do weird things over and over.
So it makes you sort of find the seams, right?
And it spreads in the air.
They want everyone to have that so that they can all collectively come out of the simulation or something like that.
If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge.
Yeah, he does have it.
Because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it.
Has he?
And he can't spread it either.
So that's what it was then. He has TC Purge. We knew that. We didn't know that, like they didn't specifically say that, but we were pretty sure he did, right? I think I wrote it down. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we thought.
TC Purge is still a problem. Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what
That's
happened
rough, buddy.
to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge, and as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
I see.
Okay.
These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success.
That's why they were missing, because they went to the cathedral and got TC Purge, okay.
He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now, to raise the curtain on the main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of the designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the nirvanA Initiative.
Even if this nirvanA thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
Damn. What is it going to happen?
nirvanA X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Noon, today.
What time is it
Idle,
now?
what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
Why is it so early?
We barely have 4 hours left.
What can we do, man? Where's it going to happen?
We don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
Yeah, we saw this.
No. I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Nirvana the band, yeah. It's more like Nirvana the concept, but it's also super cryptic here as well. But yeah, just Kurt Cobain comes out of the file and it's like, it's been my file the whole time. And they just reunite the band. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know why.
Oh, I remember something BB said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, in that case,
There's no way we found them though. Do we find them?
there is one person.
Speak.
I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information.
Taxi driver?
I didn't know where to find them before,
No.
but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's
She? Amame?
probably with Shoma.
Amame, yeah. Honestly, it's not Nirvana, but these people would make a sick band. Just look at them. Not this dude. Yeah, Amame definitely knows a lot. Both Mizukis there. It's just so insane. Every vehicle together, that's pretty cool. Every vehicle we've ever used.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Amame wants to speak for the first time in her life?
Big sis!
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin.
Who put Michael
I'm the reason
Jackson
it's
in the
there.
freezer?
It's my fault.
Well, we know this. Oh wait, did she say that in the other timeline?
6 years ago, February 11th, my father called me here.
Yeah, we already know this. He had stolen the body, half of the body from Terror.
Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and half a corpse.
And she said she would get rid of it for him. Mommy told us that Jin's body was hidden under the floor, the same body half that was in the suitcase. Yeah, Mommy said that she'd take care of it. She brought it to Gen and they stored it in the freezer at Brahmin. Yeah, we know this already.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it.
You need to go to prison.
And
like,
Shoma has nothing to do with this.
yesterday.
He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
Look at this dude, he's ready to fight.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
Yeah, buddy. Anyway, we told them that Terror's identity and the nirvanA initiative is as quickly as we could.
You
Just
can tell us more about what you
gave
know
him
of
a
the station.
gist. Okay.
Amame, will you come with us?
Are we going to her mind again? We did do it before, right?
No, no!
Oh, this dude can really mess us up.
I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
I agree with Shoma.
These two need to be shot in the face. Like, I'm just so done with people not helping us.
I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Come on, mommy.
Amame didn't kill anyone.
That'd be insane, though. There's no inclination, there are no clues that point to her, really, other than her being sus as heck from the very beginning.
Mame, you know something important, don't you? Something about the nirvanA initiative and Terror.
What are you looking
Maybe
at?
something about Tokiko.
Oh, her. Come on.
That's what we're here to find out.
Please. Oh, are you gonna speak? Okay. Let's start in the past, I guess. This is a mess, man. Look at this BS. Okay, 6 years ago. Is she gonna talk about the moment she was in the studio and she went in and they killed Komeiji, and she saw something? But this was in the present, even though that happened in the past. Yeah, this DNA timeline has to be wrong. I just can't think of any other way. 6 years ago.
6 years ago on February 13th, you saw Terror, didn't
When
you?
we went to Studio Divita all together.
At Studio Divita?
What happened back then? What did he say? You still haven't told us.
We believe he threatened her.
I looked into her
somehow.
head yesterday.
No?
But there was nothing on what happened at Devita.
Yesterday. Yeah, so they're definitely going with with this bullshit explanation. Yeah, this was yesterday, apparently, even though it was like 20 hours ago or however long ago. Yeah. I don't buy it. I mean, the thing that these being BB sort of makes sense with most of them, but not all of them. Let's just buy that, I guess. I just believe that. Why did she go see her? Why did he go see her? See, like, there's no way this happened 6 years after the contact happened, right? Wait, let's see this. So we saw this. Yeah, this makes no sense. Look. Okay. Yeah, we were. Shoma screams and runs out after we see Kameji, right? His dad. Ryuki goes to the amusement park to look for him. He sees Shoma run to the Ferris wheel and he disappears. Then we jump 6 years, apparently, and then Ryuki's waiting outside of the Ferris wheel for Shoma to get out. He disappeared. It is now morning. It's definitely the next day. So it has to be something about like either time travel without them knowing, or coming in and out of the simulation, or some other BS that they're not explaining. Or this could just be wrong. It's just... it doesn't make sense. This makes more sense. Oh, I pressed X. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to... what is it? Oh gosh.
SOMNIUM.
Please. Wasn't it X? I guess Z? No, X. Oh, I guess I messed up. I don't know. So this makes more sense. But they are very specific about this being Bibi and not Mizuki. But now that he just says, "Oh, this was yesterday," so this is bullshit. This is wrong. This one we think has to be wrong. This one has to be wrong as well, because these two are super connected, right? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep playing. I'm just getting angry here.
Ame said.
Anyway, she looked at her SOMNIUM.
nirvanA.
Genocide.
Collected.
Oh no, collected.
Genocide.
Yeah.
Which would mean you know something about the nirvanA initiative.
We know she knows for quite a while. Kameji?
Well...
I know this is a touchy subject, so let me say it. Terror killed Komeiji, your father. It stands to reason that you absolutely despise Terror.
Right.
Are you saying she killed him?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, let's go back to this here. This is when Jin Furue is... well... when Uru's left half appeared, right?
5 days ago, on February 10th, did you meet with Tokiko?
Or after?
We don't have hard evidence, but a witness saw you.
Yeah, they went to Horadori together.
Anyway, Mommy headed into Horadori Institute by herself. I saw another person follow her in right after.
Did we solve the thing with this robot? Because if she killed Terror, it would stand to reason to think that she was able to use Shoma's bot to bring half of the body to the stadium, right? I don't think we solved this mystery, so that has to be it, right? Or maybe he helped her.
It was Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan.
This dude has given us so much information, it's crazy. Come on. she's not gonna talk.
Ryuki looked into Tokiko's head. 3 days ago, on February 12th.
Okay, let's... I'm sorry, but I have to open this up again. Here. And right after that, she died. Yeah. Okay.
He saw Tokiko threatening someone.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
And that's why she got killed as well.
Could Tokiko have been threatening you, Amame?
Mommy? She doesn't want to talk. Okay.
You finished that robot, right?
Oh, yeah.
You named it Robo-G, huh?
Robochi.
Yeah. It's the second one, like a second child, so I named him Robo-G.
Oh yeah, that's true. The other one was a different name.
He's much more powerful than before.
Robo something else.
It can hold so much more weight than the previous model.
Stop talking, this is not doing you any favors.
Wait a minute, who cares? Could you people just leave?
Why are you protecting Mommy?
I won't let you. She's my sister.
I mean, this dude lost everything. Shouldn't he ask her, so...
But we're not here to arrest Mame.
The statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years.
She can't be prosecuted for hiding a body 6 years ago.
But
They know more. She did more than that.
feeling.
A bad feeling?
If she's not guilty of anything, then that's all the more reason you can't take her. I'm not gonna let anyone drag her away. I already lost my dad. If you take Big Sis, When I was in 1st grade, Big Sis gave me a radio-controlled toy. That's how I got into building things. She took me to robot expos and bought me books and parts, and she's working hard to save money to send me to college. These last 6 years have been hell. It was hard and painful. Sometimes I wanted to die, but she's always cheered me up and supported me.
During all of the gene therapy.
Big Sis always protected me.
But you can't protect her from the police, man. It's different.
Now it's my turn to protect her.
Not everything is an anime, you know? You can't just do that.
She's more important to me than my own life. So,
What isn't?
if you're gonna take her, you're gonna have to kill me first.
Shoma.
Do you hate Terror, the man who killed your father? Terror's plan is still ongoing.
Yeah, we told about the nirvanA initiative. These people are stupid. We need to figure this out, dude.
The nirvanA
Doesn't matter if you kill them.
It's going to bring Nai's madness to the whole world. We need to talk to Mame in order to stop it. Do you want Terror to win? Don't you want to stop his plan? Destroy his ambitions? Isn't that the only way to get closure for your father's death? If you resent Terror, if you want revenge, please. We need your help, Shoma.
Kenny.
Sorry. I can't let you do that. I came here to protect Amame. Date. If only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
Whenever I hear this, I can't stop thinking about Michael Jackson in the freezer. What a cool video.
I'm trying to tell you, we're not here to arrest anyone.
But I just can't let you.
Again, you're not making any sense.
Hold on. Are you hiding something?
He's hiding everything. This dude is a mess. This dude is problematic, to say the least. Speak. Question by the police. I mean, if I was them, I would accept. But I need to be impish. So let's just say... Is this brave? Is this loving? Is this... It's like manipulative? Oh man.
Amame accepted every part of me. She saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy. Her accepting me came naturally, like it was nothing. I've never met anyone like her, and I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame, so I can't let you.
Kenny.
That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her,
If we do nothing, Terror will accomplish his mission.
A terrible virus is going to spread.
the world will devolve into chaos. No one will be safe.
Not even Amame.
No.
Right.
So you need to help us.
I think there's no discussion to be had
We
here.
need Mame's information to stop this plan.
And Mommy should want to share it as well.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay with ruining her future?
Don't you want to protect her?
There you go.
Then please.
I think we can convince them, no? Oh, are we doing this?
No way.
Is this?
A thermite bomb.
What?
You're right.
Oh
It
god.
sure is.
That little...
I guess we couldn't do that before. What if you do that at the beginning? Holy.
Hey, Shoma, what is this?
It's a bomb. A thermite bomb.
I know that.
Then why did you ask?
Why is it here?
I made it.
You made it?
What?
Thermite reactions are pretty simple. You can make one easily using common products.
But why did you make it?
Well, to get revenge for my dad. I wanted to get Terror.
You were going to use this on him?
Yeah, but I guess it has no use now. Terror is dead, right?
Damn
This
it.
kid.
You just made the situation so much worse.
Let's decide what to do about that later.
Right. There is a more pressing issue.
What are we going to do?
The two of them aren't going to budge.
I really don't want to do this, but if we have to use force...
No. You can't do this.
Yeah, I won't let you take Big Sis!
Yanni, Shoma, that's enough.
Finally, dude.
Amame.
Mommy, come on.
Big
Do something
Sis.
for us. God. These ladies.
It's okay.
So
I'll come
annoying.
back right away. Promise.
No, you won't.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
Now, Mame,
Are we sinking?
Let's go.
Or what are we doing? We have a couple hours, right? Until midday. 9:35. Okay. A bit over a couple hours. Yeah, we're doing this. Another second Somnium. I think it's the first time we repeat a person for Somnium in this game, right? Is
is
Peter
Ryuki
here?
gonna be okay? We left him there.
I feel like Peter was so prominent in the first game, but here he hasn't been really doing much.
Well, we had to.
We couldn't just leave the bomb unattended.
So you left Ryuki to keep an eye on things.
The bomb squad should be headed to Shoma's house right now.
It's quite a shock, though. Amame was the one who killed Uru and Tokiko.
We don't know this for sure.
I never said that.
Yeah.
She's suspicious as all hell, isn't she?
Yeah.
Regardless of how suspicious she is, she should know something about the Nirvana initiative.
When Ryuki synced into her yesterday, he didn't find anything.
Do not worry. I received the Somnium data from Kama.
Okay, I don't remember that Somnium very well, but it was a quiz show.
Because we are returning for a second time,
I don't think we found
should
out
be able to go
many
deeper
things.
than we did previously.
All right, we're ready to go.
But it's not the same Somnium, is it?
I'm sure you already know this, but
2 hours and a half.
the time limit inside Somnium is...
Oh my god, alright already. If you say it one more time, I'm gonna sock you.
Okay, okay. Let's begin.
Let's go. Okay, different location. So it's a different one. Are we still doing a quiz or?
The TV.
Welcome to the quiz show, Face to Face. I am your host, Andy's Komeiji.
Face to Face is the one where we saw Jin, right? It's not.
A quiz show?
Or maybe not.
Disappeared.
I don't know.
It was just one from the SOMNIUM.
Huh?
Sure you don't.
I really don't know.
Mame?
Mizuki, the data we got from Tama might come in handy. It's from when Ryuki synced with Amame.
Right. When we shared information at the cathedral earlier.
I extracted the evidence data that looked promising and converted it to a more usable format. Project this outward, and the structure of this Somnium world will waver and unveil hidden information.
Okay.
In other words, if we show Mame the intel we got from Tama, we'll get a reaction.
Interesting.
Yes, but not just Amame. You can use the information to target many things in this Somnium.
So you're saying I can target, like, objects?
Correct.
If anything looks fishy, I'll try it out.
The details are under look. View the information there.
Okay. Can I just see it? Key information and sound.
According to Tama's info, in the previous sync, there was a quiz battle. This is the first stage, the scavenger quiz. Amame likes music and
Right, I
voices.
remember.
She collected many different kinds of sounds.
Like there was like a radio.
She became highly skilled in gaining information from sounds.
So that might mean that there's information in the sound of Mame's Somnium.
During this sync, we should focus on the sound.
Okay.
This is Mame's Somnium from yesterday. Ryuki and Tama competed in a quiz battle to get this information. The information is as follows. Amame was often troubled, but when in doubt, she always chose the right option.
Okay, so if there are two, let's go for a right.
When in doubt or when needing to hide something, she chose the option on the right. Thusly, all the occult quiz answers were on the right side.
Really?
So that wasn't just by chance.
This may be a common rule
Don't
in
remember
Mame's
that.
Somnium.
Interesting. Right side.
This is information Ryuki and Tama acquired playing the Spot the Difference game in Amame's Somnium.
Okay.
Amame came across many wounded things, important things, the heart, blood. She carries all of that damage inside. All the correct answers were bloodied or otherwise damaged when playing the
That's
Spot the
true.
Difference game.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we should look out for damaged things during the sync.
Okay.
Yes, let's keep that in mind.
We can go back to these,
More
I guess.
information we got from Ryuki regarding Mame's sync.
Nirvana?
Nirvana,
Yeah. Collected genocide.
Genocide. Amame said these words.
That has to be about the nirvanA.
Let's
initiative.
remember that, I guess.
Most likely.
Mame must know something.
This is the reason Ryuki decided to sink into Amame. According to the investigation, there was a high likelihood Amame saw terror when she found Komeji's body, but this has not yet been confirmed. That's all of it.
Looks promising for the investigation.
I want to see if this continued. Are we somewhere else already, or? Okay, we're still here. We're here now. I mean, so yeah, it's a really big mystery for me when she took off her mask. No idea, because it happened here and this is not here. So let's just forget about it, I guess, for now. Cool. So sounds, right side, wounded things or broken things.
Yes, let's use this wisely.
Now, Aiba.
And then seeing terror. And these three words, okay?
Got it. Somnium scan, activate.
Stereo, okay. We've seen this stuff that we've seen before already. Is this Showman's? she gonna talk? Quite a few locks. Okay. Never seen this many locks, I think. Nightmare irreconcilable. Uncovers Amami's secret. Amami knows info about the nirvanA initiative, but for some reason she's hiding it. Use the intel you got from Yuki to find out. Cool.
8 mental locks.
More than usual.
Yep.
That shows how strongly she is willing to hide her secret.
She better have a good reason, because she's being so annoying, not giving us any information throughout the whole game.
Let's try talking to her first.
Really? Currently, Amami has a secret which she covers with a lie. In this Somnium, inspecting objects will make evidence appear. You can check the obtained evidence by pressing Control. When checking something, you can select the Show Evidence option to choose evidence from among the options. Okay, so I'm just gonna get more stuff. For now, we can only go talk to her, so let's... yeah. This is interesting.
It's Amami.
Oh, we couldn't see this before, right? We only have 3, so less of these and more locks.
Amami, can you tell me what you know about the nirvanA initiative?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
The same answer. It seems suspicious.
According to the info Tama gave us, she has to know something.
Would you like to show her the evidence? It might cause a reaction.
Let's show her some evidence.
Okay. When her hidden truth is uncovered, the veil of lies crumble. So, evidence that she knows something. This, okay. This is the one. So can we just hit her with evidence? Okay.
How about what Amami said in yesterday's sync?
Oh, why are you telling us?
Let's confirm the details.
She has to be talking about the nirvanA initiative.
Yes. We should show her this.
I'm guessing they're just telling me this is the first time. Here, on top of the time spent for selections, every time you use show, time will be depleted. When you are correct with show evidence, the current total spent time will be depleted. Okay. Okay, -3. Look does not deplete time, so organize your information and choose wisely. Right. So I can go back and check. Okay. Interesting. This is a cool way to do this. Very Danganronpa-like, showing evidence.
Amami, yesterday you said nirvanA.
Also in the first game that happened quite
genocide.
a bit. We just had to show people evidence.
Though it was in a dream, you were talking about the nirvanA initiative, correct?
It was just an internet rumor.
What site was it on?
She's not saying anymore.
I would like to keep questioning her, but I don't think we have anything that can draw more out of her.
Let's check other locations. According to Tama,
the characteristics we are looking for are something related to sound, something damaged, and right side only.
Something damaged could be the TV, right side only maybe the headphones. From a certain time. Okay. Can we just... okay. TV thing, and this is the wall of photos, I think. Where are the headphones? Start with the sound. Oh, there's another TV here. I don't know where the headphones are.
A Volkman. A cassette tape player.
It's the one Mame always has on her.
Fast forward. Let's go press play. This worked last time. The other Somnium.
Oh, this song.
It was a gift from Gen.
Mame.
It has affected her emotionally, but she is still not responding. The evidence was related to sound. Why not try it on this?
What? The Volkman?
Yes. It might
oh,
trigger
so if
a
I
change.
present like something related to sound, it just works.
Evoke man.
Interesting. Got a good timing at least. But let's see what it says. In the sound. Okay, so just in general. Maybe right side is the photos. I don't know. I wonder if we need to use them only once. nirvanA. Is this terror or? It's probably what he said when they met at Dvaita.
Why? It's Mame's voice.
The sound was distorted in the beginning. I was able to make out some words.
Oh, it disappeared.
We got the evidence. It should be fine. It's not information she got from the internet.
Let's show Mame again.
So slowly we uncover her lies, right? But should we do everything first and then talk to her, or when I started having something? We just do this? Oh no, this. Oh, both, I guess. Or this, right? Proving Amami knows about the nirvanA initiative. This. She heard it from someone, the evidence perhaps she knew. We're talking about this, right? The same thing as before. So these two are connected. That makes sense, right?
Amame, you heard about the nirvanA initiative from someone. We have an idea of who that person was, but let's set that aside for now. In any case, you couldn't forget what you heard. In your dream yesterday, you said nirvanA, collected, genocide. Amame, answer me. What is the nirvanA initiative?
I don't know.
Intersection between the water and left. That's where the scene can occur.
Has to be Uru. I wonder if we're gonna like actually find out more in detail about the nirvanA initiative right now. So maybe we will. I guess maybe we won't find anything. Find how nice is involved. Blank has no blank. Even so, blank. Cool.
Stop!
Oh, reminds me of number 89's SOMNIUM.
I don't know anything.
What's this?
This is Amame's defensive reaction. She really
Blood?
wants to hide something.
That's something damaged, maybe.
However, it appears to be permeable. We are one step closer. We should continue to evaluate how she reacts to get the information we are looking for.
Let's look around. Looks like a lot changed.
We are looking for something related to sound.
We already have
something
that.
damaged, and right side only.
Is this damaged? This stuff isn't. Let's check out the person.
This is suspicious.
Who is it? Is there anything that stands out that might give away who it is?
With them looking like this.
I don't think so, right? I'm guessing it's there, but
This is...
Who?
Who are you?
Simulation.
Tell me your name.
Tokiko?
Simulation.
Not gonna answer, huh?
Perhaps this individual is a Nye's devotee.
Okay. Oh, bad timey. Okay, impish. There we go. Loving and crazy next time. Okay. What else can we interact with? Can we leave this? Yeah, we can. Oh wow, okay.
Mizuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Let's check stuff out, I don't know.
Amame's personal belonging.
Pet head. What? Yeah, ×2 is insane. Maybe we can use it on something else this timey. Like, I can just get rid of this with 8 seconds. Or...
It is in pieces, but I can determine that this is some kind of occult magazine.
Yeah.
This was not here before.
Why is it in pieces?
Ugh. I think it's worth it to just talk to them again. To get rid of the bad timing.
Who are you?
Simulation.
Tell me your name.
Simulation.
It sounds sort of like a woman's voice.
Not gonna answer.
Perhaps this is...
I'm not sure. Let's try to put it together.
An occult...
It's not really worth it, but I want to use solve them. I don't want to. I want to see if I can do it in one try. Oh, a book.
A book on Nai's teachings.
Mame? Do you have some kind of connection with Nai's?
Yeah. Has
I
to.
read about it online.
That is not possible. This information is not available online.
Is Mame lying?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder why the occult magazine turned into that book.
Perhaps due to this somnium, everything is presenting a false appearance, hiding its true identity.
A false appearance.
Hey Mizuki, doesn't this book look like just the right side?
No.
Oh, can we use the evidence?
Recurring dreams, interesting. Maybe she saw sort of the simulation
Nice
or something.
teachings.
This is really cool. But yeah, let's just use the best one. Right side secret. We already used this one. Memory in wound. Has to be the person, right? But I'm not sure how.
This is the truth?
That seems to be the case.
It's an elephant, huh? Or not? A person?
That doll was the one in the Nai's president's office.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Mame knows about it.
That's what I realized right before she said it.
Mame, did you go to the president's office?
Well, Amame?
I always talked about it with Iris, the secret society of Nais. I was curious, so I went to seek them out.
That means she could have heard about the nirvanA initiative from Tokiko.
Maybe it was so insane to her that it scared her, and she wanted to hide it.
If that was the reason, she could have simply told us at this point.
Yeah, true. There's another reason she can't tell us.
It could be that she was like in her own way, like trying to stop the nirvanA initiative herself, killing terror and everything. The people. Okay. Now what else? Can we already do this? Or do we need more? Oh, I guess we need more. There's the TV and there's the... I didn't try any of these. Put on head seems very... To just like get a bonus stuff, but let's just bet it, see what happens.
Now is not the time for that.
What?
It's an elephant figure. I refuse.
What? That worked. I just disappeared. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I already tried both things with this guy, so let's just do something else.
A TV.
Could keep this. I could keep the timies, I don't know. I always get one, so.
footage
Oh.
from Studio DeVita.
No, the two that we messed up.
An empty studio is kind of creepy.
I do not believe there is any valuable information here.
From a certain time, yeah, okay. What the people, what happened?
A TV.
Break? You can do that.
I'm sorry. Not in the mood.
What's up with you, Iba? The patterns were all similar. This is strange. I guess maybe she has DC Purge. She contracted it. Is that a camera? No. Do we know any of these people? We know... No.
A photo of a deep sea fish.
How is it? Take photo? Can we check out the evidence? No. What does this mean?
What do you mean, how is it? It is just your standard, run-of-the-mill, triple wart sea devil.
Okay.
A photo of a deep... It seems okay to take, but we shouldn't.
Okay. What's happening, man? I'm not getting anything. Oh, I can show evidence now. Okay. My bad.
This is suspicious.
Who is...
When did this happen? Wounded. Okay, there's two people. Two things. We did this, we did this. It could be this, right? Probably not this.
By showing the Nye's book the right side proof.
And it was cracked.
Oh, maybe it is.
This broken doll matches.
Why does Mame know?
It would make sense that it's like just to show it, right? But this person is wounded and this is broken, so maybe that's together. But then maybe it's just this because it's terror. Let's try with terror. Oh, not this. Okay. Oh my god. Which would mean this person would be this, right? My bad. Yeah, it's Tokiko.
A Mame came into contact with you and subconsciously
I guess
stored
if they
information
don't
related to you.
specifically say like something related to sound or something broken, I shouldn't use that.
The reason the doll appeared in this Somnium is because a Mame went to your room, and the reason Nye's teachings were found here is because she met you, which would make you Tokiko Shigure?
The code to the basement is 4901095.
Does that matter anymore? I'm gonna write it down just in case, but...
Huh?
It is Tokiko. We should ask her what relationship she had with a Mame.
Yeah, let's show her the evidence.
Cool. What is the evidence that connects Amame and Tokiko? She saw the doll. I guess she knew this, right? She must have been in Tokiko's room. She also said she was seeking them out because she was curious. There's no solid proof she met with Tokiko yet. The proof for that would be, well, she knows about Nye's teachings, information that's not available online. Mame knew about the Nye's book. If we add Tokiko's information here... 31 seconds.
Amame, have you seen a book of Nye's teachings? They only exist in Nye's facilities. And the broken glass doll, that was in the Nye's president's office, Tokiko's room. And you knew the access code that only Tokiko should know. What happened between you and Tokiko? Tell me everything, Amame.
Well...
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
Yeah, we believe this refers to her killing Terror.
I can't run from it. I need to do it.
Or like her taking Jin's body. The left half, anyway. Threatened by Tokiko. Investigate Amame's behavior. A question with no answer has no blank.
I knew it. Amame was being threatened by Tokiko.
Stop!
Or maybe she was made to kill them, I don't know. Komeiji?
I don't know! I don't know anything!
Wait. Tokiko was murdered.
What are you trying to say? Mame would never do that.
Tokiko had some kind of leverage over Amame. Some kind of secret. To keep her quiet. That would be motive.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. Date was explaining this at the Enda household earlier. Amame has motive to kill Terror as well.
Right.
Her father was killed by Terror.
Andy's Komeiji.
You have about 4 minutes left.
Okay. Listen, quick pee break. It's a long one. I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue. Let's get rid of these locks. Okay, so she has motive to kill both Terra and Tokiko. Interesting. Now we're gonna see what we can find. This is something broken.
This is exactly how he was found.
Something wounded.
So his body is inside the bag.
Can we do this already? That's kind of... I'm going on a limb. I'm thinking this has to be it. Oh, come on. Right side? I mean, can I leave here? Can I don't think I can. Right side? I mean, it was the day she saw Terror. Oh, Komeiji's body, I guess. That's kind of weird, but makes sense because it's from the same moment.
Terror's iron mask.
6 years ago, at the studio, I saw them. I was trying to untie Ryuki, and they came in, pushing a stretcher. So I ran, but they caught me. Next thing I knew, I had a gun pointed at me.
Yeah. There it is. Is this right side only? Or?
As Ryuki
No,
suspected,
that was before.
Amame had contact with Terror, Uru. At that time, she probably did not realize that inside the body bag was Komeiji's corpse. But when Ryuki regained consciousness, Amame saw it, and...
She realized the man in the iron mask she saw was the person who killed him.
Yes.
Has no right or wrong. Okay. What else?
It's Uru's iron mask.
Put on. We should break it, no? Oh, I have it, Timey. That's fine.
It might relieve some of Mame's stress.
So we did break it.
It disappeared.
Huh?
No good. I want to do something to help relieve her burden.
Can we wear it?
It's Uru's. No.
Okay. We could
It's Uru.
also show evidence, I guess, but not right now. There's other stuff. Let's check out the headphones. Are these a headphone?
3 minutes left, Mizuki. Careful now.
I might have to restart. I don't know. Show evidence. Related to sound, right? And I'm not gonna risk it.
There is no point in me. Perhaps we should put it on this.
Put it on this?
Shoma's headphones.
Can we try it? Okay, so you can reuse them. That was kind of...
I can hear something.
That's fine.
Since Shoma's gone, I'm gonna borrow this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shoma's robot.
Exactly.
Mame took Shoma's robot with her?
Yep.
I used it to go shopping. That's it.
Sure did. Oh, there we go.
The center circle at the stadium. It is highly likely that it was that mono-wheel robot that carried Uru's body there.
Right, but without using the slicer, it's impossible. Mame didn't know that the slicer was in the basement of Horodori Institute.
I don't know about that.
Now, should we do the mask and show evidence? Can we?
The iron mask. It's broken in half, down the middle.
It is the left side. Or, depending on how you look at it, the right side of the wearer. Indeed. Let's call it the right eye side.
Okay. Oh, I didn't use the timey. That was dumb. Oh, the others disappeared.
This is the statue at Horodori Institute.
Okay, so she was there.
Nothing looks off about it at first glance, but there's gotta be something.
We should search this place.
Amami was there. Where was she? What? But isn't this supposed to be the other Mizuki? According to the messed up timeline?
I thought I heard something.
Yeah, she did.
I think you're just hearing things.
I remember this.
It is a little past 12 a.m. on the 13th. This is the conversation that was held in the basement of Horodori Institute.
So, what we were hearing was Mame?
If she was not present, this conversation would not have played. Mame knew how to get to the basement. I suppose she was headed there on that day too, but she heard your voices and scrambled to hide.
Why?
That's where Tokiko's left half was, correct?
Okay.
Are you accusing me?
So you wanted to put Tokiko's left half somewhere else, I guess. Or hide it.
We have this much proof.
But why would she expose it, like show the body in the stadium? It seems like so uncharacteristic.
I think you have an idea of what Amame did. Mizuki, Hey, Mizuki.
Yeah.
Mizuki, you're an Abyss investigator. You need to face the truth.
I know. I'll do this right.
Okay. We're only at the third one. Still dwells on. Okay. Okay. What evidence proves what Amame did? Okay. She knew this. There's more information to share. I mean, it's all of them, right? But yeah, she borrowed the robot. She knew how to get into the basement. She was threatened by her, which gave her motive. And she saw her dad's murder, which gave her more motive to kill him as well. Well, him first and then her.
Amame, you killed Uru to get revenge for your father, correct? But Tokiko saw you and blackmailed you. You killed her to keep her quiet. Then, you left Tokiko's right half in the president's office, and the left half remained in the basement of Horodori Institute.
You're not so smart. So many mistakes.
Yo. What?
I need to carry it.
Killed Uru. Why were they both together there? Did she kill them at the same time? I don't remember the time of death. Choose an answer. Are we getting two paths or? Even so, blank still dwells on what could have been. Okay.
Mame. Mame, what's wrong?
What isn't?
We're wrong, right? You didn't kill anyone, did you? Please tell me you didn't do it.
Shut up. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Mame.
What would you have done? Can you honestly say you wouldn't do the same?
Yeah.
Really? You always make the right decision?
No.
You don't know anything. Don't talk to me like you understand!
I'm cool with her going crazy, but when she's like not talking to us and making everything more difficult, it's really annoying. But yeah, I mean, she has reason to feel like ass for what happened, but...
Mame?
Flying?
The Enda household.
6 years ago? Or...
I'm sorry. We're getting a divorce.
Before.
What are we going to do then?
I hate to ask you to do this, but you need to choose which of us you'd like to stay with.
You want me to choose like right now?
I'm sorry. It's all your daddy's fault. I wasn't making money. I caused trouble for your mother. I'm really sorry.
Which is worse to lose? The father or mother?
What?
Which is worse to lose? The father or mother?
No way I need to answer that.
I suppose she's asking you to answer the question like she had to.
I mean, thinking about Mizuki, it would be clear she loved her dad a lot more than she loved her mom, but with her, we don't know.
I chose to go with Mom, but if I chose Dad...
Yeah, we know she chose
I'm going
her
with
mom.
You, Dad.
What?
You need my help, so I need to look after you.
Thank you, Amame.
Did she?
I'm so glad to hear that.
So why was she never at home?
If I chose my dad, I wonder
Oh,
how my
right.
future would have
Okay.
been different.
Cool. That was weird because he was like asked in the opposite way. I think I messed up, but that's fine. I don't think that really changed anything.
I'm going with Mom. Mom works really hard. She needs my help.
That's true, isn't it? You need to take care of your mom.
I love your comedy, Dad. I'm always on your side.
Thank you. Daddy's gonna do his best. Just you watch.
Yeah, I don't think I could have chosen him. Because we know what happened, right? This is something from the past. Answer. A question with no answer has no right or wrong, even so Amame still dwells on what could have been.
She must feel guilt for her decision. But she did nothing wrong.
I can understand that would bother her.
What's next?
You got a prize at a contest? That's amazing, Shoma! It was always your dream to make a robot. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I use it?
It'll be a good memory. This might be my last time.
Last time? Why?
I used so much money to make that robot. Dad wanted a new outfit for work, but he's been putting it off. I can't be asking for stuff for my robots.
I see.
Maybe there was some money motivation in all this.
If I work after school and on weekends, I can make like 100,000 yen a month, maybe. With that money, I can buy robot parts and a new outfit for Dad.
You're here for the interview, right? You want to work the night shift?
Yes. I want to make a lot of money.
How old are you? If you're in high school, I can't make you work late.
Huh? Be truthful and be poor.
Yeah, she lied. We know
lie
this.
and make money. Which would you choose?
Another question.
She lied.
I lied in order to work, but if I didn't... I see. Okay. Well, the other jobs were too low paying, but I have some free time, so I'll come home and eat dinner. If we cook at home, it would save money, right?
You don't have to do that, but I think Dad would be happier about seeing you than the money.
Oh, Amame. I didn't know you were here.
Welcome home, Dad. If I saw my dad more, would I have noticed his problems? It's okay. I'm 20 years old.
You look so young. Well, the more popular you are, the more you get paid, so good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. 5. Choose.
She wanted to work, even if it meant lying about her age. No, she needed to work.
She really cares about her family.
Oh, Mommy. Sorry to call you so late.
It's fine, I just finished work. Are you okay?
What?
I was watching that one show on my phone. Faith to Face. It got... pretty crazy.
Right. That. I'm okay. I did see half a corpse, but...
You sound upset. Should I come see you? You want me to be with you, right? That's why you called.
No, that's not it.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, don't worry about me. You be careful too. It can be dangerous out there at night.
I'm gonna go see Dad. I need to support him.
Mommy, what should I do? I'm scared.
Oh, Iris. You were there too, right?
Yeah,
saw the dead body. So can we meet right now?
Now?
Please? I want you to be here.
What would you do if your best friend and your family asked for help at the same time? And you could only choose one.
Man, these questions are getting... This is terrible. I mean, considering how young she is, and it's not like Komeji's alone. If this was, it's still family, but it's like he does have a son as well.
I chose my
It's
best
terrible
friend.
anyway. She did, yeah.
But if I went to go see my dad, Iris,
She's just regretting
I'm really
every
sorry,
decision, right? But there was like no good
I
choice
need to
ever.
go see someone. He needs my help. I need to be there for him.
Okay.
When you say someone and not my dad?
I understand. I'm sorry to ask you for such a weird thing out of the blue.
I can stay on the line though. I'll be listening.
Mommy, thank you.
If I went to see Dad, maybe he wouldn't have died.
But he didn't die that close to when that happened, right? Maybe after that he didn't see him again? Yeah. Well, I mean, this was here. Who knows? So we got this at some point. Maybe when I left. Loving and crazy. This is loving, no? Yeah. Nice. Doing fine. We need to overcome Impish. Slowly but surely, hopefully.
Okay, I'll be right there. Iris, where are you now?
Thanks, Mommy.
Okay, yeah, she was with her. That was the day that he died then. That's super depressing too. Yeah, 'cause she was with mommy and then they went together. Juice. We got another one. I mean, it's revenge at this point, right?
Mame regrets this too.
Mommy.
We're gonna get to choose to kill Terror or what? Oh, it's here already.
The book.
I don't want to read this.
This world is only a simulation. You could have been saved by this truth, but oh well. I'm going to tell you what I told you in the basement again. I saw everything that you did. If you don't want me to reveal what I know, do as I say.
What are you going to make me do?
On the night of the 12th, I will use the slicer to take my own life.
What? On the night of the 12th? Okay. That is when she died, right? It is. It is. And the other half is here. She asked her to bring her body? Well, she knows about the simulation. She knows a lot more stuff than she lets on. Maybe that's what, like, her way to escape or something.
What?
No. Tokiko killed herself?
Interesting.
Afterward, I want you to take my right half to the president's office. Leave my body on the desk. Use the hidden elevator when coming here. I will explain how to use it later. I will tell you about the master key and access code.
Why do I...
That's not all. There is more I need you to do. You know what will happen if you decline, don't you?
Which do you choose? Have your biggest secret spilled? Or be part of some dangerous plan?
What? Isn't this super stupid? Like, if she says, I'm gonna kill myself, you need to bring half of my body to this place. And you're like, okay, I'll do it. And then she does kill herself. Like, the thing she could do, which is like, tell everyone about your secret, is not gonna happen, right? Definitely have your biggest secret spilled. At this point, it doesn't matter what I choose, honestly.
I can't say no. If she spills my secret...
That's not what I chose. Why?
Even in her imagination, it's not something she can fathom.
This is cool. I like this one.
I had to obey. I had to do what she said. I understand. I can't run from it. I need to do it.
Okay. Choose. What else is there? Hide everything, or? So the thing at the stadium, she didn't choose to do it. She was like specifically told to do it, I guess.
This is it.
Whoa.
Uru Somizuki.
Yes, this world is an imperfect one. I was put through much hardship, but it's all a simulation after all. As long as I can reach moksha, all will be well. The teachings of Nais are absolute, as is the prophecy.
Hey, can I ask one thing?
Yes.
Are you really Terror?
Yes, I am. What of it?
Do you remember what happened on February 13th, 6 years ago?
Of course. I will never forget. That was the fateful day I met you. You were a witness to history. You are worthy to know our ideals, which is why I invited you here. Enough about the past. Let's talk about the future. A ViewCube video will soon be made public. nirvanA X. Many people will watch it. Those who see it will collect in a predetermined location.
Why?
The first step for all mankind to reach moksha. I want to share the excitement with as many people as possible. At this important place. The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the scene can occur. And the nirvanA initiative will become reality.
I know what he did.
Yeah, you can kill him.
I saw what he did. He came to the studio with a corpse on a stretcher.
Also, when did that happen? Wait. Tokiko died here. So Jin has to have died before. Why did they show as if the progression of choices were like that? She chose to kill Tokiko afterwards. But yeah, let's not get confused there.
This is magnificent! Don't you think so?
Why? Why do you just laugh about it? The daughter of the man you killed is right here, right in front of you. He killed my dad, over some stupid teachings and prophecy. He ruined Shoma's life and mine. It's all his fault. All of it. Someone important was hurt in front of me. Make the person apologize, or get revenge.
Okay, we just have to choose what she did. You probably can't get anything out of this guy either way, so.
You. It's all your fault.
I'm thinking about the reasons for the two halves of the bodies showing up at different points. Like, it would make sense that at first what just happened was that they put half of Jin Furway because they just couldn't show the left half because that was hidden from the public, right? And then maybe once she did this, the two halves started showing up. Well, no, because then like Chikara in the past wouldn't have happened. Yeah, so I guess both halves were always the plan. That doesn't really explain why. That doesn't really make sense if both halves are the plan, why this one wasn't meant to show up, according to Uru, right?
I'm going to make you suffer the same pain.
Regardless of the motive, Amame committed a serious crime. That cannot be overlooked.
Right.
I know! But this is just too much. If she never got involved, it wouldn't have happened.
But she did.
If only she chose her father over her mother. If only she saw him more. He might still be alive. If she never ran into him again. If she didn't follow him. She may not have killed Uru.
But she did,
that
you know?
didn't
And
happen,
it's all because of that
Tokiko
dude's,
wouldn't
it's
have
all
used her.
that dude's fault, so.
But there are no ifs in this world.
Well, there sort of are.
You can agonize over it all you want. But you cannot go back and change your path.
I'm guessing we have to be very close to the end,
is
right?
The truth of this existence.
Debatable, considering there are different paths for me.
I had to choose this path! Of course I feel guilty! Of course I'm scared! But I did it! I did what was best for me! I don't care if people attack me for it! I have no regrets! I have no regrets!
You have no regrets, really? Okay. I mean, it makes sense that she did all this. I am not saying she's right or wrong. She's wrong, of course, but yeah. All's right with the world. Good achievement. But yeah, I guess now after we do this, she'll finally open up a bit and talk a bit. The end of craving.
Mame, I think I understand. Uro Samazuki, Terror, was killed by you, Mame.
At least she didn't kill Tokiko.
And Tokiko wasn't killed. She set herself up on the slicer and took her own life. But I'm still not clear on some things. Will you talk to us?
If you don't say yes, I swear to God. And she will talk to us next time, because I think it's time we take a break from all that. That was crazy, but mostly fine, like mostly in line with what we know. Q had robot arms. There it is. Good begets good, evil begets evil. Doing well here. 1, 2, and then all these random ones, which I'll get later in my own time. But yeah, the story-based ones are probably here. There are 2 more endings, I guess. Tommy, well, Tommy's there, so maybe there are some random endings too that I haven't gotten. But yeah, maybe this is the true ending. Or maybe here? Who knows? We did get some files. I don't know what. We're very close to these as well. Hidden cathedral door. The east and west cathedrals, there was a hidden door leading to each other, which was controlled electronically. By using a special kind of radio wave, it opens automatically, which is why Bibi can order Marco to open. I want to know. I want to meet Marco. Oh, that's it. Okay. That was simple. Yeah, we didn't really get that much new information about like other stuff other than the story, so that's it. The stuff that I was worried about isn't really resolved. I think us controlling the other Mizuki without us knowing, it's sort of, I feel like it's on paper it seems like an elegant solution, but it doesn't really work, right? Because of the connection between the paths that we already know. But let's take that. Let's think that we believe that and try to see where the game wants to take us.
Hurry and check it out. Come on.
What is this from?
Show me too.
Okay. Very close to the end, right? So yeah, I don't know if next time we'll finish. Probably not. Because this game is not like, it's not like the story goes super quickly, but I don't think there's much else to uncover. I mean, there's still the big mystery of I mean, we solved the big mystery right now, which is like who killed Uru and Tokiko, which was for Uru it was Amame, and for Tokiko it was herself. The question is why? And next time we need to stop the plan from happening. We need to see what the heck is gonna happen with TC Birch, and if we can stop that, and if we can't, then it's over, right? But if we can, still, what else is there to figure out? Well, we think now. I'm looking at my notes. The other Mizuki was in the explosion, right? Because Aiba was, I guess. And past Mizuki is Bibi. I still don't believe that. It's kind of strange, but let's think that's okay. There's still things that don't really make sense. Or do they now? Maybe they do. Yeah, but the only thing that doesn't make sense is how the paths that are supposed to be happening with Bibi and the paths that are supposed to be happening with our Mizuki connect. They connect too well. Like, they just go down with Lian into Horadori and then they are down there, you know? So unless I get an explanation for that, I'm not 100% buying this, but mostly it's explained, so I'm fine with that. Now we need to see what happens with the nirvanA initiative. That's all there is to it, right? That's all we need to do. Hopefully Amami can help us. And yeah, we're gonna take a break. It's over 2 hours this time. It was a pretty long one, but yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you understood more than I did. And yeah, I'll see you very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.